Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Infield Chatter podcast. My name is Eric Henderson. I'm here with my host, as always, Tyler Ross.
Hey, what's up, Eric? How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's the end of spring training. Today was the no game day break before the season starts tomorrow.
Time to rest up, get to your home field or your first away game, and let's get it going. I'm pumped.
Get on that bus back to Milwaukee, bitch. Arizona's closed.
One thing I was looking up that I thought was really interesting was we talked about it a little bit, but the temperatures coming into opening day, big variety for what those temperatures are.
Everybody's got to get used to their home, or if you're opening on the road, maybe your home's too cold still. That's why you're opening on the road. But big difference from the sunshine and springtime they've been playing in, because I would say the majority of teams have to play in the elements at this point. And then, I don't know about you, it's cold everywhere I've been.
It's cold here in New Mexico. Let me just say, I do not like these states because at least the Midwest is honest. When it's cold, it's like sad, gray, depressing. But here, it's like, oh, it's so sunny, but it's also still 50 degrees. Like, it doesn't make sense. I hate it. So that's just my little weather rant. I'm done.
The Wild West isn't for everyone, Tyler.
No, it really isn't. I didn't know I could never be a cowboy until today.
Take your yuppie shit back to Chicago.
Yeah, my Midwest soft ass. All right. Well, we got opening day happening Thursday. Games are kicking off early on. If you're in Mountain Time, like we will both be, first game start 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
10 a.m. with that first game, which is Yankees Giants. What do you think?
Yeah, I picked the Giants to win by over 1.5 runs. If we're going,
oh really?
I did. They're gonna upset the Yankees. A lot of people talk about the Yankees like they're great or something, but I think they're gonna have opening day jitters. I think they're gonna give the fans something to boo about. Personally, and then I did pick the under 7 runs because it is Garrett Cole. And I do feel like he might give up a couple, but I went with the Giants. I think it'll be a close game, under 7 runs, but the Giants will pull it off, is what I think.
I'm with you on the under 7 only because it's going to be like 30, 40 degrees there, and that's going to make it so there's a lot less runs, is what I have been just reading. So I'm with you on the under there. Garrett Cole over under for strikeouts in the game is 7.5.
I'm going to go under on that just because of the weather as well.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I think the Giants are going to jump on him. So I think, I'm taking there's a couple of things I'll take the antagonist on in this baseball season, and Garrett Cole would be one of them.
Okay, I dig it. Moving right to the next game, Braves Nationals. I'm going to take the Braves. I think that's kind of an easy pick, obviously.
I went with the Braves, I went with the Braves by less than 1.5. I think the Braves will win by 1 run. All right, I think.
I'm gonna stay safe, and I'm gonna just play the money line for that one. Max Fried over under 5.5 strikeouts. I think that's an over for me for sure. 5.5. That's not too crazy. So I think
that's
over.
Pretty easy to do over on that, on one of the worst teams of the league last year. I don't think they got much better. Nobody really pays attention to the Nationals anymore, so I can say they're definitely going to be over 5. That's for that.
Yeah, I like that one. Cubs Brewers. I think we're on the same page for this. I'm taking Cubs.
I was going to say Cubs as well by over 1.5. They're going to come out strong. Yeah, I did take the under on the total runs, but because Burns is very good, Stroman's my guy. I think that's going to be one of the better matchups of the day.
Well, and I think you might have seen this backwards because it's actually plus 1.5 for the Cubs, and if you take the alternate Cubs 1.5, that's even a much better price you're getting for that. So that plus 265. Look at you.
I think the Belly Boys, that's what I'm going to call them this year. I think the Chicago Belly Boys are going to come out trying to prove something. It's their first, for a lot of these guys, it's their first day playing at home in Wrigley Field. I think they're going to show up ready to shine. And the Brewers suck, let's be honest. The only thing that they're going to have to overcome is how good Burns is on the mound. But outside of that, I think they got it in them. I think that they're going to put on a pretty good show and then lose the rest of the series.
I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go Cubs plus 1.5. I think they're gonna win, but I know that at least they'll they're not going to lose by more than 2 runs to the Brewers. So that is my pick there. Oh, Marcus Stroman over under on strikeouts is I had it. It's like 4 or something like that.
I would take the over.
4.5, yeah.
I'd go 6 if I was in Stroman.
Wow.
Put me down for 6.
Okay, over 4.5. I like that too. I think last year, I think we said it, the Cubs pitcher had the second highest like strikeouts in the game. So why not? Let's go. It sounds fun to me. Let's do it.
Yeah, Stroh's really all we got. So if he doesn't shine on opening day, that's really it.
Okay. Phillies Rangers. I got
here's another one I'm going antagonist on.
I got Phillies, and I'm gonna go Kyle Schwarber home run for this game.
Kyle Schwarber home run. That's great. I got Phillies winning by over 1.5. I also took the over on the total runs scored because they're gonna light up the ground like a Christmas tree.
Oh my God.
I even put my own little side bet by 3 runs by the 3rd inning. Put that down on your little stat
3
sheet.
Interesting. Okay.
3 by the
it.
3 by the 3rd on DeGrom. Philly. That'll include your Schwarber home run too.
I think you could put one up really early in the game. That doesn't sound crazy at all.
Yeah, I think by the time you get to the Rangers bullpen, I believe Schwarber's going to be just showing them. Yeah, so I think these are all good assessments. So the Phillies are hot. Who's hotter than the Phillies? The losers of the last World Series. They got something to prove. The Rangers only have DeGrom, and let's be honest, he's probably going to be his only game this season. So.
I mean, he's got a lot to prove, and we'll see what
he has a lot to prove, especially to me.
Yeah. Next game, White Sox Astros. This
is gonna be a fun one. Oh, you said easy?
I got an easy pick.
Easy pick.
Let me hit you with a number. Let me hit you with this. Ready? In the last 10 home openers, the Astros have won their last 10 in a row home openers. I'm taking the Astros. They don't lose on their first game at home.
All right. That's fair. That is fair. I did not know that about them. This one actually pulls at my heartstrings because I really don't know who would win. This one is the most undecided one of the matchups because they hate each other. This is a growing rivalry. And then Dylan Cease just barely did not win the Cy Young. And then Framber Valdez has recently become my favorite pitcher in the league. And so I did pick Astros by less than 1.5. I think it'll be the Astros by 1. And I took the under on total runs because those are the 2 most phenomenal pitchers that you have. And so I think it's going to be low scoring, and the Astros will probably squeak out their 11th win.
I love it. I'm going to just take them on the money line, but that's great. Cleveland at Seattle, my home squad. I'm wearing my Cavs hat in honor of them clinching into the playoffs earlier this week.
A Guardians hat? I've only seen you wear Cleveland basketball.
That's false.
Apparel.
You can go back.
Kind of odd.
Go back on the tape. There's a Guardians hat definitely worn during these.
I'll check the tape, but
check the tape.
A lot of basketball.
Nah, man. I like to keep it diverse for the 2 teams I still like in Cleveland.
To be honest, the C's pretty much the same to me. I call them the Cleveland Baseball Company. So
company. I like it. That's better than just
that's what they should have gone with.
Honestly, it would have been fun if they would just been like the Cleveland Blue Team, like they're a bunch of like first graders or something. That would have been silly too. But now they have the Guardians, and I like their new logo. Fight me. I'm
willing to bet that you picked the Guardians on this one.
You're damn straight. I picked the Guardians to win in this first game. What'd you pick?
I went Seattle by over
1.5. Oh my God! Really? I
also went with the over on the total runs.
What is going on here? I don't think this has a chance, but okay. Why?
For fun, just for the sake of a good time. That's why I picked it. Honestly, okay. I have nothing to back up these statistics other than the fact that I figured it would get a rise out of you.
I mean, Cleveland just extended a bunch of guys, and someone on Twitter pointed it out that like they spent as much money on the extension for like 6 players as Francisco Lindor got paid by the Mets. Like,
dang, that's a heavy amount.
Yeah, well, it's about time Cleveland starts spending money. But all right, well, you put your stupid Mariners pick in, whatever.
I think Castillo, I don't know anything about him, but he's good. I don't know. The Mariners, they were a wild card last team, so they have a lot to prove. I feel like they're gonna start by taking down your boys on day 1.
They're at home. I think it's like mild weather as well, so You might be all right on that one.
Yeah.
Angels at Oakland. I mean, this is a no-brainer. Angels, and I'll even take a Mike Trout home run. You can put me down for that as well. They don't. I
He
don't have the.
likes opening day. He
I
likes opening day and his birthday, Mike Trout.
I don't have the over/under for Otani strikeouts yet. It's not out yet, but
I bet he
I
hits over.
I'd be
It
willing
could
to
be
just
it
take
could
that
be
over.
26. I bet he'd go over.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. That's a no worry for me. I'm also
Yeah.
yeah, I like that a lot.
I think a lot of the teams that he faced in the World Baseball Classic are probably better than the Oakland Athletics. So
I think you're probably right on that.
I also went Angels by over 1.5. I took the under on the total runs, but I don't recall what the total runs were. So
it was 7.
7 under, yeah. Probably a lower scoring game, but the Angels will come out on top,
Okay.
I think. Probably by
I'll
3.
I'm gonna put the over just to be fun and go back opposite on you on that one. And then here's
So
2. I'm gonna throw them real quick. One is Twins at Kansas City. I think the Twins will win. You could put me down for a Carlos Correa hit as well. I
okay.
think he has a lot to like show after failing a million
This
physicals.
very dramatic offseason he had.
Yeah, he has to be like, listen, I could like play, I promise. So Carlos Carrera hit and put me down for Twins. I like them over Kansas City. And then Corey Kluber, 4.5 strikeouts is his over under. I miss Corey Kluber.
You're gonna
This
go
is-
the over?
I'm gonna go the over. I think he's a veteran. Opening day is not gonna bother him. The pitch clock is not gonna bother him. So
Are
I'm
they
gonna go with
playing in Boston?
they are. It's gonna be a cold day in Boston,
Cold
but
day
I
in
think
Boston.
he's used to it. 1 year in Tampa Bay doesn't make him forget what it was like playing in Cleveland. So
That's very true.
yeah.
Most from what I remember is if you spend time in Cleveland, you remember it for quite some time.
It's the mustard. That's what the
It
it's like you
is.
have like a taste that gets you back to your memories. It's very, very sentimental.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I do also have something. I know it's not probably. It could actually be something that people are betting on if you want to look this
Yeah,
up.
hit
But
me.
it's the Daniel Vogelbach stolen base watch. Do 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 do. The official. It's officially something I'm into. I've been a big fan of the big fella for a couple of years now. This guy looks like he eats baseball bats for a snack, and he has been bouncing around the league too. I started paying attention to him when he played back with the Brewers, and so it's been a couple of seasons of Daniel Vogelbach winning over the hearts of baseball fans everywhere. And now he's playing for the Mets and he's having a great time there since last season. And there's been some chatter that he might get his first stolen base now that the bases are just a little bit bigger. So
that I was like,
uh,
I was like, wait, is he talking about that? I was like, oh, that guy, right? Yeah,
the big fella, Daniel Vogelbach.
that was amazing. That one ad was good. They had another one that came out about the disengagements that was also pretty good. I really got to applaud Major League Baseball for doing like commercials about the rule changes in such a fun way.
Haven't seen any of those, but that does lead. I do have some stats on the rule changes from
Okay.
spring training.
Yeah, let's get out of here
To
on
circle
this.
back into that. They did do there's a lot of data, as you know, baseball full of data. And so they did compile a ton of numbers. And so far they did compare spring training to last year, and it was an overall 25-minute in game length reduction. So we are seeing the games be upwards of half an hour shorter. I personally don't think I like it because you have to actually pay attention to the game now.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time casually listening to baseball because you can wait 30 seconds to a minute before you have to pay attention. And I often find myself hearing the commercials and wondering what happened in the half inning. And so it's a little too fast for me, but people seem to like it. And then I did read an Aaron Judge quote today, actually, that he compared it to the shot clock in basketball, saying that once the shot clock was introduced into basketball, it completely changed the game for the better. And reading that comparison, it did kind of open my perspective a little bit. So I will be giving it more of a chance because I can't imagine watching an NBA game before the shot clock was invented, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think I was listening to a podcast and they were saying that the players union has received like 0 calls from players of being like, we don't like this, we want to get rid of it. So even the players are like, yeah, we're just gonna adjust to it and get used to it and do it. So I don't think it's like
Yeah.
anyone's too overly upset about it. So
I think I might be the only one who's mad.
no,
So
I think people will be really annoyed the first couple of games, especially like, is it going to be on TV? Are they going to have it on like the little like box with the score? Being at the game, you're going to be like very aware of it. Probably the first few times you're like watching a game. So it's going to be, I can't wait to go to my first ball game. Very, very excited for the first
and look
one.
for it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
can't
they,
wait.
they did. No, I don't know. I kind of like it when baseball games are 3 hours long. I have time to kill, But
But I get
they did
liking
do.
that it's shortened a little. Yeah, I mean, I understand for not the most biggest baseball fan dragging them to this like seemingly endless kind of like idea. I mean,
Right. When will
I
it
get
end?
it.
Who knows, really? Tomorrow, good chance.
Yeah.
But no, they did they compared all 454 games in spring training to the 39 games of the World Baseball Classic, which are still playing by the older rules. And the average game for spring training was 2 hours and 35 minutes, and the average game of the World Baseball Classic was 3 hours and 10 minutes. So there is like a 40-minute difference.
And that's not even
But
counting I'm sure the games where there was like a mercy rule or they didn't even play the full
oh
game.
right, there were absolutely mercy rules in those games
Yeah.
too. So, but yeah,
Some
but
of
to
them
me,
are way
honestly,
shorter.
that just sounds like less sales coming out of the ballpark every day. If the game's shorter and they sell booze up until the eighth inning, you're
Dang.
losing 20 minutes worth of beer sales.
30 minutes
What's
of a
that come
game. That's a whole
what's that
beer at
come down
least.
to at
Yeah.
$15 a beer? You know what I'm saying? You're leaving thousands of dollars on the table, Major League Baseball.
Here's my conspiracy theory that baseball, they were like, we need to shorten it so there's less cup snakes that we have to break up. So if they can't drink as much, there won't be as many cup snakes disrupting baseball games. That's my
You're right.
conspiracy theory.
This is the smoking gun that they won't admit is that it's for climate change. They
Yeah,
recycle
deep
more.
seated.
They're like, we're just make them shorter, and then we'll cut down on trash.
I was at a Cubs game where they built a cup snake all the way from like the wall all the way up to the scoreboard.
Oh yeah, you were
And
at it. You were
I was
there
at it for one
in
of
the
them,
bleachers.
and this was the worst thing I've ever seen. But someone right when they was about to get broken up just smacked it up, and all these cups just go on the field like a crazy amount. You see all these like staff members scattering all over to like clean it up. It was crazy, but so yeah, that's why I think they're secretly trying to slow the game or speed the games up. Less cup
So
snakes.
less cup snakes. Hey, I can get behind that conspiracy. So I think they're a nuisance personally.
It's because you don't like fun at
So-
baseball games, so
That's not true. I like watching the game.
no carousels for Eric while he's at the game.
Yeah, I don't like
strictly
the I don't like
business.
the wave. I don't like the wave, and I don't like the cup snake.
Where's the line get drawn? The wave is like the most well loved sports thing that can exist that we can all like. Oh, I know the wave. Every sport does it. How do you hate the wave? Is there any
No,
sports you
yours-
accepted
there's-
at?
Now with these new pitch clocks, there won't be time for the wave. So
I've been at a Sox game where they did the wave probably around like 6 or 7 times. Like, people love doing the wave.
people do love doing the wave.
There is nothing sadder though than watching someone try to start the wave and it doesn't kick off the first few times. You're just like,
I saw that. I've been to a couple of basketball games lately where that's happened.
yeah, you got to go home being like, I tried my best out there. I love the game. I just wish I could have been the conductor of the wave at the game.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Sometimes you gotta take that L.
Yeah. Well, Eric, I'm excited for opening day. It's going to be a fun day of baseball. I'll be driving, listening to it on the radio, my preferred method. And yeah, I'm sure next time we'll talk, we'll have a better idea of who's looking good, looking hot. And yeah, until next time, good luck. Happy
All right.
opening day.
Later.